Welcome student in our virtual classroom. Today it is the fourth lecture on engineering graphics and design. Here I will discuss the conception of projection. Projection in very shortly and easily understandable things is an object how you are looking from different angles, means say this is an object, keep the object, this is the this duster is the object, keep the object like this. Now you look from front, and what shape you are looking, this is termed as front view, looking from front. Look the object from the side, how it looks like. Look the object from the top, how it looks like. In all these cases object is same, the duster, but from the different view, from the front view, from the side, from the top, you are getting different geometric shape. So that only the projection. By the method of projection we will show how it looks like. Now I will discuss here projection of lines. Let's start.
Draw the projection of a line MN 70 mm long, and when it is parallel to both the planes, means our object, the line is parallel to both HP and VP. Now how to draw the projection? With respect to VP and HP, the dimension is given, means above HP what and in front of VP what is the distance, that is given. Now this is the HP and VP, the drawing procedure step by step. 70 mm parallel to HP and VP both. So when you are looking from front, in VP you are getting 70 mm length of the line. Now from this 70, and it is at 30 mm distance, it was given with respect to HP, means above HP it was 30, and that will be implemented on VP. So in VP we are giving 30 mm distance, and we have drawn this line. Then we have to draw the top view. It is the front view, top view. For that, draw the projection line from both the points, from M and N. And then what is the distance? This 40 mm distance was given with respect to VP, means in front of VP it was 40 mm. So at 40 mm this extension line, the projection line is extended up to 40 mm, and then join these 2 points. So our front view is MN and our top view is M dash N dash. Then our next problem, consider draw the projection of a line MN 50 mm long, and it is parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP. Condition 1, it is parallel to VP, perpendicular to HP. See, when it is parallel to VP, means from the front view you are looking the actual dimension. It is parallel to VP, means from the front view we are looking the actual dimension, but in the top view you are getting a point. We'll start with the dimension from where we are getting the actual shape. So we'll start with the front view. Draw the front view. What is the distance? The distance is given at 20 mm and 30 mm. So in the front view, it is like this, vertical line at a distance of 20. Now from here, M and N draw the projection line. Projection line is always a perpendicular line to reference line. What is the reference line? So draw the projection line from M and N, both, and it will coincide like this, and this will extend up to 30. And as it is parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP, so from top it will looks like a point. That point is here, M dash N dash. One thing I want to mention you that when same object but different view, front view, top view, front view, top view, then don't use different letter to represent it. Rather use dashed. Means say in the front view the name is MN. Then in top view it must not be XY or AB. It must be MN. But you may use a dashed. Say M dash N dash. Here also MN. Then it is M dash N dash. So M dash N dash indicates that it's another view of MN. But if it was written AB, then it indicates that it is separate line, different from MN. Okay. So this is one combination. Other combination is perpendicular to VP. Now the line is perpendicular to VP, but parallel to HP. When the line is perpendicular to VP, so from the front you are getting a point. You will see like a point. But in the top view, as it is parallel to HP, you are getting the actual shape. So here we will start with the projection in HP first. So it is this. We will start from here. I repeat, we will start with that view from which we are getting the actual dimension. This. And then from both the points M and N, draw the projection lines. This, and then here it will be the point. So this is the three combination of lines. Then I will discuss other combination of projection of lines.
Okay, so now projection of line. Before going to the projection of line, I like to mention you that it is also first angle projection. Means again we will consider this is the VP and the plane of the table is the ASP. Now what different types of position and inclination is possible for a line? Okay, you just answer me this position. You notice the line, let's consider this is the line AB, say A, this end is A, that end is B. The line AB is parallel to the VP. This is now parallel, again this is parallel. When a plane and a line is parallel, if in this board we can draw how many number in the plane of the board, how many number of parallel line we can draw? Infinite number. Infinite number of line can be drawn on a plane of the board. Now if this line is parallel to any one of the plane of the board, then it is said to be that the line is parallel to the plane. I repeat, if any one line on the board out of this infinite combination, if any one of the line of the board is parallel to this line, then the line will said to parallel to the plane. So now definitely we are getting at least one line which is parallel to this plane. So this, is it parallel? Yes, it is parallel. Why it is parallel? Because we are getting we can draw a plane on the board, the blue one, which is parallel to this line. So it is parallel to the plane. But now if the inclination is like this, can you draw any line on this plane which is parallel to this line now? No, you are not getting it. So it is now, it is not parallel to the plane. Okay, the conception is clear, I think. So when it is said to be parallel. Now in this situation, in this case, the line is parallel to the VP. Again, it is also parallel to the plane of the table, HP. It is parallel to the table. So the line is now parallel to both BP and HP. Okay, now just make the inclination like this. Certain inclination with HP on the table, with HP, an inclination is there. What's the combination now? The line is now inclined to HP at a certain angle and parallel to VP. On the other hand, if it is like this, it is an angle with BP parallel to HP. Now it is inclined with VP and parallel to HP. Again, another combination is, say the line is placed like this. Now it is parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP. Now this is another combination. Now it is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. And this. You notice now the line is inclined to both the planes, HP as well as VP. Fine. So these all are the combination of inclination of the line. Now how we can draw the projection? Say it is parallel to both the lines. So as I have mentioned you, that use a torch in front of you and the pen or pencil can be assumed as your line, and your copybook or your wall and floor may be assumed as the BP and HP. Now use the torch and get the shadow here. So what's the, and on the bottom line there will be definitely intersection of this BP and HP. So you can say this is the intersection point, and above this it is the BP, below this is the HP. Fine. Now when you are getting the shadow is like this here, and you will notice that the straight line looks like this, A, B. What is the distance? What is the distance? Okay, what is the distance? Distance is here above HP. What the distance that will be given above HP? That is the distance here. Means here also the dimension given with respect to HP, that will be implemented on VP. Again, keeping the object same, look from the top. Look from top means get the source of light, means your torch is above it. and get the shadow on the floor or table. Again, it is also parallel to the reference line. You can visualize this parallel to reference line. So, how we can draw? The drawing method is just draw the projection line from here. This is called the projection line, and at a certain distance, this. Is the projection. Here it will be termed as point A and it is point A dashed. This is A and A dashed. Sorry, A dashed and this is the B dashed point. This distance in VP, HP, what is the distance? In front of VP, whatever distance will be given, that will be implemented here. The distance given, this one. So finally, it is our front view of the line. It is our front view of the line, and this is the top view of the line. Again, if the line is inclined like this, in the front view that you are getting, it is not like that. Rather, keep it and get the shadow, you will get the shadow like this. So this is your shadow, means here A, B. So when the line is parallel to VP and inclined to HP, then it is the shadow. What's the position of this point A? That will be given the distance from HP. This distance will be given. Position of B, this distance, either this distance will be given or this inclination theta, and the length definitely will be given, true length. Now in the top view, you are not getting the same length. Rather, in the top view shadow, you will notice the length of the shadow will decrease. So after decreasing also, one feature you can notice easily, that whatever shadow you are getting on the top view, that is parallel to reference line, unlike this front view. This is the front view, and here it is the top view. In first angle projection, always in VP it is the front view, and in HP it is the top view. So here it is parallel. The shadow that you are getting from the top, it is parallel to reference line. You can observe it. Go through your experiment. It is parallel. So how we are drawing? As it is parallel, so draw the projection line from here and from here, and get any of the point as it is parallel to the VP. So what's the distance of A in front of VP? What is the distance? That is this. Now you are getting A dash point. From A dash point, draw a parallel line, parallel to reference line, parallel to reference line. Then this is the line. In details, I will discuss this method with a slideshow. All this drawing I will discuss now. Now again, other more combinations when the line is parallel to the HP and inclined to VP. Then you are getting the front view, whatever shadow you are getting, that will be parallel to reference line. But in the top view, it is the inclined line. When the line is like this, Then from the front view, you can notice that the front view we are getting a point, whereas in the top view we are getting a line. The line which is perpendicular to the reference line. Now this is the reference line. Now you see the shadow will be perpendicular to reference line. Then what's the drawing method of that one? See, in that case, we will draw perpendicular means in the top view, means in the VP, it should be like this. And the front view, it is a point. Again, these also I will discuss in detail. And when it is like this, parallel to VP and perpendicular to HP, in that case, from the top view, it's a point. In the front view, you are getting a line. This your shadow is a line, which is perpendicular to the reference line. And in this case, when it is inclined to both, then none of the line, neither in front view or top view, we are getting the true length. Rather, in both the cases, the length in projection will be reduced. In all previous examples, in any of the view, we are getting the true length. Means what? For this case, it is the true length, whereas this is not the true length, it is the reduced length. So in all these views, previous views, in any of the view, either top view or front view, we are getting the true length in any one of the view. But here, when it is inclined to both, none of the view gives you a true length. Then we have to find out what's the method to get the true length. If we are getting the projection, this is called the projection. This is the projected front view. This is the projected top view. Let's go through the drawing method now.
Now, as per this problem, our line is inclined 60 degree with the HP and parallel to VP. So, as it is parallel to VP, so from the front view, we are getting the actual dimension. So, we start from the front view first. In the front view, the angle 60 degree, it was with respect to HP, and this is also one type of dimension. This angle, it will be implemented on VP, as I have told you. So in VP, make an angle of 60 degree. Then, as it is mentioned, near point A is on the ground. On the ground means in the front view, we will see that the line is in contact with the reference line. So from the reference line at an angle 60 degree, we will draw a line of desired length, means 70. Draw it. Now from M and N, draw the projection lines, means the vertical lines, which is perpendicular to reference line. Draw the projection, and it is parallel to BP. So we are getting the true length here. Now in the HP, means in the top view, we'll see a line that is parallel to reference line. It is better for understanding that you just take a scale in the night, consider to screen as your roof or your floor is one as HP, and your front wall is the VP. Now use a torch. Keep consider a scale, or your pencil is a line. Now using your torch, keep the position of pen fixed. Now use the torch to get the shadow of the pencil on the VP and HP. VP means your front wall, HP means your floor. And you will get that your front wall and the floor meets along a line. That line is the reference line. Now place the pencil in the same position and rotate your torch from top to front. At top, get the shadow on the HP floor, and in the front, get the shadow. Then it will be clear to you why the drawings are like this. Now from this projection line, we are going to draw M dash N dash point, which is parallel to reference line. Now the line is neither parallel or perpendicular to any of the reference plane HP or VP. Rather, it is inclined in random fashion with respect to both the planes. Consider an example. The top view and the front view length is given here. See, if a line is there, then in different view you can get different projected view length, but the actual length or true length of the line will not change. So in the front and top view, then the top view length is 80 mm and the front view length is 70 mm. That is given. We have to find out what is the true length, and it is also given the actual inclination of the line with respect to HP and VP is 30 degree and 45 degree respectively. The end E is on the HP, means as it is on the HP, so in the front view the point E should lie on the reference line, but in the top view, as it is in front of VP at 20 millimeter, so in the top view we are getting the E point 20 millimeter apart from the reference line. So at first we are starting with point E and draw at an angle of 30 degree. Before that 80 mm, so consider this 80 mm and then draw a vertical line. You may consider it a projection line. Now at 30 degree angle, draw a line. This line will intersect here at this point. Let's consider name of this point is F double dashed. Now it is the true length. It is the true length of the line. It is projected 80 mm and inclination 30 degree. So this is the true length. Using a scale, measure the true length, and after measuring we are getting 92 mm. Then from F point, draw a horizontal line. Then measure the 70 mm. The 70 mm. Now draw another line, projection line. Draw an arc with radius 70 and center E. Draw an arc with radius 70 and center E. This arc will meet this blue line at a point name is F dashed. Now join E dashed F dashed. So E dashed F dashed is the front view of the line, where length is given 70. The front view length that is given as 70 mm. Why it is 70? Because the arc length was taken 70. What is the inclination of the front view with respect to the HP? That is theta. Actual inclination of the line is 30, but the projected view inclination, that is unknown, that we have to determine. So use a protractor and measure it. Then get other view of point E dashed, which is 20 mm in front of VP. So at a 20 mm distance, take the line. So our other view of point E should lie on this line. So it is E. using this projection line we are getting this. Then 45-degree angle which is given with respect to VP, that will be implemented on ASP, it is the ASP, so 45-degree angle. Then draw this true length again, because true length here or here, both is true length means true length same. So this length EF triple dashed and E dash F dash is same only. So at an angle of 45 degree, cut this length EF triple dashed equal to EF E dash F double dashed. Then from here draw a horizontal line. Now if we draw a projection line from here, F double dashed, you will get that this projection line meets with this line. Means it's a verification, otherwise this line is not necessary. After that, extend these projection lines, and from here draw this arc. So how you have drawn this arc? The radius of this arc is 80 and center of the arc is E. Now after drawing, this arc is meeting these lines at another point, the name of the point is F. Join EF. This EF is the top view of the projection which is 8 mm in length. So this is the projection of the line which is neither inclined, which is inclined with both the planes, and in this way we are getting the true length. If true length is given, then by the same method we can draw and we can have the projected length, but here projected length is given, and we can measure the inclination of this line also using protractor, and after measuring we are getting this two value of the theta and phi. The reference that I have used to prepare this video is given here.
This is the discussion about the projection of points and lines, and in the next or fifth lecture I am going to discuss projection of solid object. Solid means three-dimensional object. Thank you for your concentration and listening the lecture. Thank you.